Sairam, dear listeners. Live broadcast of the proceedings from the Sai Kulwant Hall at Prasanthi Nilayam will follow shortly. Please stay tuned.
సాయిరామ్. మరికొద్దిసేపట్లో ప్రశాంతి నిలయంలోని సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభా మండపం నుండి ప్రత్యక్ష ప్రసారాలను మీరు వింటారు. దయచేసి వేచి ఉండండి.
Sairam, dear listeners. Live broadcast of the proceedings from the Sai Kulwant Hall at Prasanthi Nilayam will follow shortly. Please stay tuned. సాయిరామ్. మరికొద్దిసేపట్లో ప్రశాంతి నిలయంలోని సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభా మండపం నుండి
గణపతి హవామహే కవిం కవీనాముపమశ్రవస్తమం ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्रयवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम्. ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय. ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यव उतोत इषवे नमः. नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुत ते नमः. या दयिषु शिवतमा शिवं बभूव ते धनुः. शिवा शरभ्या तव तया नो रुद्रमृडया. या ते रुद्र शिवा तनूरघोरा पापकाशिनी. तया नस्तनुवा शन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिचाकशीः. यामिषुङ्गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्षस्तवे. शिवाङ्गिरित्रताम् कुरु माहि गुंषे पुरुषं जगत्. शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्छावदामसि. यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत्. अध्यवोचदधिवक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषक् अहेगश्च सर्वान् जम्भयत् सर्वाश्च यातु धान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुः सुमङ्गलः ये चेमागुम् रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षु श्रिता सहस्रशो वैक्षागुम् हेड ईमहे असौ यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उदैनम् गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उदैनम् विश्वा भूतानि स दृष्टो मृडयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मेढुषे अथो ये अस्य सत्त्वा नोहन्तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्त्वमुभयोरार्नियोर्जाम् याश्च ते हस्त इषवः पराता भगवो वपा अवतत्य धनुस्त्वगुम् सहस्राक्षशतेषु धे निशीर्य शल्यानामुखा शिवो नः सुमना भव विज्यन् धनुः कपर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुम् उदा अनेशन्नस्येषव आहुरस्य निषङ्गतिः याते हेतिर्मेढुष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुजा नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधाय नातताय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुत ते नमो बाहुभ्याम् तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् पृणक्तु विश्वतः अथो य इषुधिस्तवारे अस्मन्निधेहितम् नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्रयम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः नमो हिरण्यवाहवे सेनान्ये दिशाञ्चपतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनाम् पतये नमो नमः सस्पिञ्जराय त्विषेमते पथीनाम् पतये नमो नमो बभ्लुषाय विव्याधिने नानाम् पतये नमो नमो हरिकेशायोपवीतिने पुष्टानाम् पतये नमो नमो भवस्य हेत्यै जगताम् पतये नमो नमो रुद्राय तथा विने क्षेत्राणाम् पतये नमो नमः सूताय हन्त्याय वनानाम् पतये नमो नमो रोहिताय स्थपतये वृक्षाणाम् पतये नमो नमो मन्त्रिणे वाणिजाय कक्षाणाम् पतये नमो नमो भुवन्तये वारिवस्कृतायौषधीनाम् पतये नमो नमः उच्चैर्घोषाय क्रन्दयते पत्नीनाम् पतये नमो नमः कृष्णपीताय धावते सत्त्वनाम् पतये नमः नमः सहमानाय निव्याधिन आव्याधिनीनाम् पतये नमो नमः ककुभाय निषङ्गिणे स्तेनानाम् पतये नमो नमो निषङ्गिण इषुधिमते तस्कराणाम् पतये नमो नमो वञ्चते परिवञ्चते स्थायूनाम् पतये नमो नमो निचेरवे परिचरायारण्यानाम् पतये नमो नमः स्त्रिकाभिभ्यो जिघागुंसद्भ्यो मुष्णताम् पतये नमो नमोऽसिमद्भ्यो रक्तञ्चरद्भ्यः प्रकृन्तानाम् पतये नमो नम उष्णेषिणे गिरिचराय कुलुञ्चानाम् पतये नमो नमः इषुमद्भ्यो धन्वाभिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आतन्वानेभ्यः प्रतिदधानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आयच्छद्भ्यो विसृजद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमोऽस्यद्भ्यो विद्यद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आसीनेभ्यः शयानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः स्वपद्भ्यो जाग्रद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः तिष्ठद्भ्यो धावद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सभाभ्यः सभापतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो अश्वेभ्योऽश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नम आव्याधिनेभ्यो विविध्यन्तेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः उगणाभ्यस्त्रिगुंहतेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गृत्सेभ्यो गृत्सपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो प्रातेभ्यो प्रातपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो महद्भ्यः क्षुल्लकेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथिभ्यो रथेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सेनाभ्यः सेनानिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः क्षत्रिभ्यः संग्रहेतृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तक्षभ्यो रथकारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः कुलालेभ्यः कर्मारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः पुञ्जिष्टेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः इषुकृभ्यो धन्वकृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो मृगयुभ्यः स्वनिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः स्वभ्यः स्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च नमः सर्वाय च पशुपतये च नमो नीलग्रीवाय च शितिकण्ठाय च नमः कपर्दिने च व्युक्तकेशाय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने च नमो गिरिशाय च शिबिविष्टाय च नमो मेढुष्टमाय चेषुमते च नमो ह्रस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहते च वर्षेयसे च नमो वृद्धाय च संवृध्वने च नमो अग्र्याय च प्रथमाय च नमः आशवे चाजिराय च नमः शीघ्र्याय च शेभ्याय च नमः ऊर्ण्याय चावस्वन्याय च नमः स्रोतस्याय च द्वेभ्याय च नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय चापरजाय च नमो मध्यमाय चापगल्भाय च नमो जघन्याय च बुध्नियाय च नमः सोऽभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नमः उर्वर्याय च खल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय चावसान्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्षाय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नमः आशुषेणाय चाशुरथाय च नमः शूराय चावभिन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरूधिने च नमो विल्मिणे च कवचिने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय चाहनन्याय च नमो धृष्णवे च प्रमृषाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिणे चेषु धिमते च नमः तीक्ष्णे शवे चायुधिने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च नमः श्रुत्याय च पथ्याय च नमः काट्याय च नेप्याय च नमः सूद्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कोप्याय च भट्याय च नमो वर्षाय च वर्षाय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नमः ईद्रियाय च तप्याय च नमो वाक्याय च रेश्म्याय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च ॐ हर 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 ॐ नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमः ताम्राय च अरुणाय च नमः शङ्गाय च पशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वधाय च दूरे वधाय च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्काराय नमः शम्भवे च वयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च नमः तीर्थ्याय च कूल्याय च नमः वार्याय च वार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः आतार्याय च लाद्याय च नमः षष्ठ्याय च फेन्याय च नमः सिकत्याय च प्रवाह्याय च नमः हिरण्याय च प्रपथ्याय च नमः किगुंशिलाय च क्षयणाय च नमः कपर्दिने च पुलस्तये च नमो गोष्ठ्याय च गृह्याय च नमः तल्प्याय च गेह्याय च नमः काट्याय च गह्वरेष्ठाय च नमो हृदयाय च निवेष्ट्याय च नमः पागुंसव्याय च रजस्याय च नमः शुष्याय च हरित्याय च नमो लोप्याय चोलप्याय च नमः ऊर्व्याय च सूर्व्याय च नमः पर्ण्याय च पर्णशद्याय च नमो पगुरमाणाय च विघ्नते च नमः आक्षिदते च प्रक्षिदते च नमो वह्किरिकेभ्यो देवानागुं हृदयेभ्यो नमो विक्षेणकेभ्यो नमो विचिन्वत्केभ्यो नमः आनिर्हतेभ्यो नमः आमीवत्केभ्यः द्रापे अन्धसस्पते दरिद्रन्नीललोहिताम् येषाम् पुरुषाणाम् येषाम् पशूनाम् माभेर्मा रोमो येषाम् किञ्चनाममत् या ते रुद्रशिवा तनो शिवा विश्वाह भेषजी शिवा रुद्रस्य भेषजी तया नो मृडजीवसे इमागुं रुद्राय तवसे कपर्दिने क्षयद्वीराय प्रभरामहे मतिम् यथा नः शमसद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वम् पुष्टम् ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननातुरम् मृडानो रुद्रोतनो मयस्कृति क्षयद्वीराय नमसा विधेमते यच्छञ्चयोश्च मनुरायजे पिता तदश्याम तव रुद्र प्रणीतौ मानो महान्तमुदमानो अर्भकम् मान उक्षन्तमुदमान उक्षितम् मानो वधीः पितरम् मोत मातरम् प्रिया मानस्तनुवो रुद्ररीरुषः मानस्तोकेतनये मान आयुषि मानो गोषु मानो अश्वेषुरीरिषः वीरान्मानो रुद्रभामितो वधीर्हविष्मन्तो नमसा विधेमते आरात्ते गोघ्न उत पूरुषघ्ने क्षयद्वीराय सुम्नमस्मेते अस्तु रक्षा च नो अधि च देव ब्रूह्यता च नः सर्व यच्छद्विबर्हाः स्तुहि श्रुतम् गर्तसदयुवानम् मृगन्न भीममुपहत्नुमुग्रम् मृडाचरित्रे रुद्रस्तवानो अन्यन्ते अस्मन्निवपन्तु सेनाः परिणो रुद्रस्य हेतिर्वृणक्तु परिद्वेषस्य दुर्मतिरघायोः अवस्थिरा मघवद्भ्यस्तनुष्वमेभस्तोकायतनयाय मृडया मेढुष्टमशिवतम शिवो नः सुवना भव परमे वृक्ष आयुधन्निधाय कृत्तिं वसान आचर पिनाकं बिभ्रदागहि विकिरित विलोहित नमस्ते अस्तु भगवः यास्ते सहस्रगुं हेतयोऽन्यमस्मन्निवपन्तु ताः सहस्राणि सहस्रधा बाहुवोस्तव हेतयः तासामेषानो भगवः पराचीनामुखाकृतिः सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्रा अधिभूम्याम् तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि अस्मिन् महत्यर्णवेन्दरिक्षे भवा अधि नीलग्रीवा शितिकण्ठा सर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवा शितिकण्ठादिवगुं रुद्रा उपश्रिताः ये वृक्षेषु सस्पिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखाशः कपर्दिनः ये अन्येषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतो जनान् ये पथां पथिरक्षय ऐलवृदायव्युधः ये तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति श्रीगावन्तो ऋषङ्गिणः य एतावन्तश्च भूयागुंसश्च दिशो रुद्रावितस्थिरे तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि नमो रुद्रेभ्यो ये पृथिव्यां ये एन्तरिक्षे ये दिवि ये सावन्नं वातो वर्षविषवस्तेभ्यो दश प्राचीर्दश दक्षिणा दश प्रतीचीर्दशोतीचीर्दशोर्ध्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृडयन्तु ते यद्विष्मो यश्च नो द्वेष्टितं भोजम्भे दधामि त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् यो रुद्रो अग्नौ यो अप्सुय ओषधीषु यो रुद्रो विश्वा भुवना पिबेश तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु ये ते सहस्रमयुतं पाशा मृत्यो मर्त्याय हन्तवे तान् यज्ञस्य मायया सर्वानवयजामहे मृत्यवे स्वाहा मृत्यवे स्वाहा प्राणानां ग्रन्थिरसि रुद्रो माभिशान्तकः तेनाप्यायस्व नमो रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि तमुष्टु हि यस्विषुः सुधन्वायो विश्वस्य क्षयति भेषजस्य यक्ष्वा महेशो मनसाय रुद्रं नमोभिर्देवमसुरन्दुवस्य अयं मे हस्तो भगवान् अयं मे भगवत्तरः अयं मे विश्वभेषजो यगुं शिवाभिमर्शनः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ शञ्च मे मयश्च मे प्रियञ्च मेऽनुकामश्च मे कामश्च मे सौमनसश्च मे भद्रञ्च मे श्रेयश्च मे वस्यश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे प्रवीणञ्च मे यन्ता च मे धर्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे हृदिश्च मे विश्वञ्च मे महश्च मे संविच्च मे ज्ञात्रञ्च मे सोश्च मे प्रसूश्च मे सीरञ्च मे लयश्च मरुतञ्च मे मृतञ्च मे यक्ष्मञ्च मे नामयच्च मे जीवातुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वञ्च मे नमित्रञ्च मे भयञ्च मे सुगञ्च मे शयनञ्च मे शोषा च मे सुदिनञ्च मे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ अत्रिणा त्वा कृमे हन्मि कण्वेन जमदग्निना विश्वावसोर्ब्रह्मणा हतः कृमेणागुं राजा अप्येषागुस्थपतिर्हतः अथो माताथो पिता अथो स्थूला अथो क्षुद्राः अथो कृष्णा अथो श्वेताः अथो आशातिका हताः श्वेताभिः सह सर्वे हताः आहरावद्या श्रितस्य हविषो यथा तत्सत्यम् यदमुयमस्य जम्भयोः आदधामि तथा हि तद् खण्फण्म्रसि ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं ऋतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं माम् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवधातारम् अवधातारम् अवानोचानमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चातात् अवपुरस्तात् अवोत्तरातात् अवदक्षिणातात् अवचोर्ध्वातात् अवाधरातात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वमानन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो निलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वा पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वम् अवस्थात्रयातीतः त्वम् देहत्रयातीतः त्वम् कालत्रयातीतः त्वम् मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यम् त्वम् शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वाम् योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यम् त्वम् ब्रह्मा त्वम् विष्णुस्त्वम् रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वम् वायुस्त्वम् सूर्यस्त्वम् चन्द्रमास्त्वम् ब्रह्म भूर्भुवस्वरो गणादिम् पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादीन् तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वारः परतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितम् तारेण वृद्धम् एतत्त्वमनुस्वरूपम् गकारः पूर्णरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वारश्चान्त्यरूपम् बिन्दुरुत्तररूपम् नादः सन्धानम् सगुम्भिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेश विद्या गणकऋषिः निजृद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तम् चतुर्हस्तम् पाशमङ्कुशधारिणम् रदम् च वरदम् हस्तैर्बिभ्राणम् मूषकध्वजम् रक्तम् लम्बोदरम् शूर्पकर्णकम् रक्तवाससम् रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गम् रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितम् भक्तानुकम्पिनम् देवम् जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतम् च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृतेः पुरुषात् परम् एवम् ध्यायति यो नित्यम् स योगी योगिनाम् वरः नमो भ्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदरायैकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय वरदमूर्तये नमः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ जातवेदसे सुनवामसो ममराति यतो निदहाति वेदः स नः पर्षदति दुर्गाणि विश्वा नावेव सिन्धुम् दुरितात्यग्निः तामग्निवर्णान् तपसा ज्वलन्तीं वैरोचनीं कर्मफलेषु जुष्टाम् दुर्गाम् देवीगुं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये सुतरसि तरसे नमः अग्ने त्वम् पारयानभ्यो अस्मान् स्वस्तिभिरति दुर्गाणि विश्वा पूश्च पृथ्वी बहुलान उर्वी भवातोकायतनयाय संयोः विश्वानि नो दुर्गः जातवेदः सिन्धुन्न नामादुरितातिपर्षि अग्ने अत्रिवन्मनसा गृणानो अस्माकम् बोध्यभिता तनूनाम् पृतनाजितगुम् सहमानमुग्रभग्निगुम् हुवेव परमात् सधस्थात् स नः पर्षदति दुर्गाणि विश्वाक्षामद्देवो अतिदुरितात्यग्निः रत्नोषिकमेढ्यो अध्वरेषु सनाच्च होता नभ्यः ससत्सि स्वाञ्चाग्ने तनुवम् पिप्रयस्वास्मभ्यम् च सौभगमायजस्व गोभिर्जुष्टमयुजो निषिक्तं तवेन्द्र विष्णोरनुसञ्चरेमा नागस्य पृष्ठमभिसंवसानो वैष्णवीं लोक इह मादयन्ताम् कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गिः प्रचोदयात्। स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहेशाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Om Shri Sai Ram. Dearest Swami, the devotees from Zone 4 and 5 countries of Sri Satya Sai Global Council feel truly blessed to celebrate the holy festival of Buddha Poornima in your sacred Prasanthi Nilayam. Swami, the 2 years of the pandemic taught us a great lesson that none can step into this holy land without your permission. We thank you, Bhagavan, for bringing us here today. With love and humility, we offer our loving pranams at thy lotus feet. We seek your permission to commence the afternoon session. Venerable monks, esteemed trustees, respected elders, dear brothers and sisters, the Buddha taught us that the fundamental cause of human suffering is our existential ignorance, and the way to get rid of this is to follow the noble eightfold path and to take refuge in the 3 jewels, namely the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. Our beloved Swami simplified it even further. He said, light the lamp of love within. Then fear and illusion can be removed, and one can have vision of the self. Today, one cannot go to the forest to perform penance. The easiest spiritual path is dedicating all actions to God. True liberation is freedom from desires, Swami said. We will commence this evening's program with a talk by Sri Danesh Watwani. Sri Danesh Watwani is a businessman by profession who joined the Sri Satya Sai Organization of Indonesia in the year 2002. He served as a chairman of Sai Council of Indonesia for many years. He is currently the central coordinator of Sri Satya Sai Global Council, Zone 5, Region 2 countries, which include Malaysia, Indonesia, Brunei, Singapore, and Vietnam. We would now like to invite Sri Danesh Watwani to share his thoughts on us.
Om Shri Satya Sai Ram. Swami, our humble pranam at your lotus feet. Swami, please take care of us, always with us, and protect us, because without you, there's nothing in this world. Swami, you have proven us that no matter what we have in this world, only you can protect us. Whatever we face during pandemic, it's proven enough to us that you are the only one who mean more than anything in this world, and you are the ultimate. Chairman of Sri Satya Sai Global Council, Shri Chakravarti, Vice Chairman of Sri Satya Sai Global Council, Shri Nimesh Pandya, Managing Trustee, Sri Satya Sai Central Trust, Trustee, elderly people in all around the world, my dear Sai family who are here with us, and everyone who are not here in this world. I just want to share something with all of you today, that my life is because of two souls who has made me stand here today. Allow me to take 20 minutes of your time, and please forgive me if my grammar is not good, because I'm coming from a very small place. I'm trying to share my life journey, which very little people knows about it. My life means nothing without Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. But before I come into Sai fold, there was a noble soul who loved me, who take care of me, who protect me, and because of him, I am here with all of you. His name is Mahanayaka Stavira Ashin Jinarakita. He is a very humble, noble, and great monk. We call him Sukong. Sukong stand for Su is Suhu, means teacher. Kong means grandpa or master. So many of us address him as a Sukong, including me. Why we call him noble and humble? Because he has done a lot for people when nobody knows about it. He has taken karmas of many people where he never mentioned anything. He lived in a very small room in one monastery in Indonesia, precisely in Puncak. And towards the last stage of his life, whatever he wore was a very simple sweater, because that place is quite cold. So, a lot of his followers come to him with so much problem. Some come with the court cases, some come want some money, some people want a lot of things, some people want a child, for example. And slowly he fulfilled everyone's wish. And he also has taken so many bad karmas of the people, which at the end of his life, at the last stage of his life, he has to be on the wheelchair. So let me share with you two parts of the story. One, when he started knowing Swami, and the second part when I come to his life. So the first part is in 1989, that's the first time Sukong come to Puttaparthi. He heard about Swami, but only towards last stage, which is more and less 13 years of his life, he really showed to everyone who Swami is. So whenever he come here, Swami always give him so much love. Swami bless him. The amount of love Swami shower on him is unbelievable. I'm not making too big, but let me share with you. If he come here, stay 5 days with Swami, 3 days for sure. Morning and evening, Swami call for interview. And in that room interview, 2 of them share a lot of beautiful things. And Swami shower Sukong with a lot of gift, such as the Buddha, laughing Buddha, which made of gold, and many, many, many more, which I cannot share right now. But when I went to his monastery and stay with him for some time, I see, he always say, see, this is Swami gave me. This is Swami gave me. And really, he loves Swami like anything. So whenever he come to interview room, or when Swami call him for interview room, Swami always respect noble and holy soul. So Swami always say, come, sit on the chair. And he said to Swami, no, let me be on the floor. So whenever he come to interview room, he always sit on the floor. So one of the occasion I asked him, why you sit on the floor, Sukong? He said, Swami is my master. I am his sevadal. I have no rights to sit on the same chair. And you know, Swami named him Buddhist monk from Indonesia. Whenever Swami want to give interview, Swami say, call the Buddhist monk from Indonesia. All the sevadal know who is Swami is talking about. And that is a beautiful love between Sukong and Swami. So one day, Swami said to Sukong, Sukong, I don't know what Swami called him, but this is a story more or less. Why don't you come here once in a year? Why don't you come here once in a year? And I promise you, every Thursday, I will come to your monastery. And Sukong say, sure? He said, yes, sure. Immediately, Sukong went back, and in his monastery, he made first Bhajan hall. That Bhajan hall, every Thursday and every Sunday morning, Bhajan take place. And not only that, he make one room for Swami. He said, when Swami comes, Swami need to rest, where Swami is going to rest. So he make one room with Swami. And the sevadal of the monastery, when they clean the room, on Friday morning, they see the footprint on the floor. Well, the room is locked. Now, we understand that Sukong come from the Chinese background, so a lot of Chinese goes to him, even Indonesian goes to him, even Indian goes to him asking for help. But starting when Sukong knows Swami, Swami tell everyone, Sukong tell everyone, you have to believe in Baba. And they said, who's Baba, Sukong? Then Sukong start telling who is Baba, which I will narrate it later. So, when they come to him, Sukong, I have problem in the court, I will get sued. Sukong, I don't have money. Since then, Swami replied to them, go and ask Baba. Then they said, now who's this Baba? He is in Puttaparthi. Go and ask Baba. Although he can do a lot, but he always say, go and ask Baba. And since then, a lot of our brother and sister from the Chinese community start singing bhajan, start do a lot of seva. In fact, a lot of great seva done by a lot of our brother and sister from Chinese background. And that all because of Sukong. Now, what I'm about to share with you, is not there in the internet. If you go to Google, you click or you type Ashin Jina Rakita, you will see very many pages, a lot of pages you will find. But what I want to share with you now is when I start know Sukong, which is 1995, my journey with him and his love for Swami, where he take me with him. So, what happened when the first time someone told me, Dhanesh, let's go and meet Sukong. I said, who's this Sukong? He said, you know, this monk is very much loved by Baba. Well, honestly, that time, I don't know much about Baba. I only remember when I was 12 years old, I read one book of Baba, and after that, that's it. I never know much about Baba. But I know, deep down my heart say, I know Baba is something. But how great Baba is, I didn't know. So, when they took me to meet Sukong, throughout the journey, because from Jakarta I go to the monastery, it takes 2 hours by car. Throughout the journey, I just said to myself, okay, if I reach there, I'm going to touch his feet. And when I touch his feet, is as good as I touch Swami's feet. So that was going on in my mind. Anyway, we reach, hundreds of people already waiting for him. When I walked in, he came out from his room, and then straight away he looked at me. And this is what he said, you are wrong. No one can match Baba, not even me. He is very high, much higher. No one can match him. I become shocked. I say, my God, this man can read my mind. You know, I was really, well, I said, no, I have to stay away from this person. So what I did, I ran and sit right at the back. I don't want to be near him. But throughout, when he was giving satsang, he looked at me, he keep on looking at me. And in the middle of nowhere, he said, you. I said, now what? He said, you, I got something for you. I said, okay. He went to his room, he brought me a picture of Swami holding lingam. And that picture, I tried to find in Indonesia, in so many places I couldn't get. He brought from his room, he said, you want this picture, no? Now you take it, it's yours now. I said, thank you. Immediately I decided I don't want to be with this man because he knows everything about me. I don't want to be near him. Anyway, to cut story short, after some time, he told somebody, Sukong told somebody, please tell Dhanesh to come with me to Kodaikanal. Fine, I got the news. We made a group of 50 people. We reached Kodaikanal, and because he was on wheelchair, he couldn't go all the way up. So there's so many people want to help him. He said to everybody, you people stay aside. Dhanesh, you take me for darshan. Okay, fine. So I went to the darshan hall with him in Kodaikanal, and I said, okay, this is the first time I'm going to meet Swami. So I want to see. This monk always talk about Baba, Baba, Baba. Let me see how much Baba love him. Deep in my heart, I say that. Okay. Swami came out, and believe me, Swami straight away come to Sukong. Swami doesn't look left, doesn't look right. Straight away he come to Sukong, and he say, where did you come? And Sukong says, Swami, last night. Immediately, that's the first time I see Swami create vibhuti and give to Sukong. And I say, wow, this is something new to me. Anyway, we reach our hotel room, and Sukong keep on saying, you have to believe in Baba. Baba is like this, Baba is like that. So I said to Sukong, give me some time, I need to know more. But Sukong never gave up. He always tell me, Dhanesh, you have to be with Baba. Now, One day in 1997, October 1997, I still remember that time, he said, take me to Puttaparthi. So I said, okay, let's go to Puttaparthi. That's the first time I come to Puttaparthi, October 1997. But believe me, I come to Puttaparthi that time is because I need to accompany a monk who loves me very much. So I said, let me take this opportunity to ask him. So this is my conversation with Sukong. Sukong, why you want me to follow or to pray or to bow down to Baba? Who is Baba? Why I asked Sukong that question? Because I already know how powerful Sukong is. There's so many stories of Sukong which I can't tell here, but I know Sukong is powerful. So for me, whatever coming out from Sukong's mouth, that's it. That's the truth. So I asked him, Sukong, who is Baba? He said, he just looked at me, smiled. Then I said, is he God? Then he asked me, what is your definition of God, Danesh? I said, look, I pray to Deva Shiva, because since childhood, that's on, I pray to Shiva. I said, I pray to Deva Shiva, and when I'm in trouble, I ask him, and he helped me, and whatever I want, he give me. He said, Deva? I said, yes, Sukong, Deva. He said, Baba is higher than Deva. Okay? Baba is higher than Deva. Okay. So, who's Baba, Sukong? He said, he is avatar. I said, wait, Sukong. Don't tell me avatar because I don't understand what's the meaning of avatar. Okay? Give me very simple definition what you know about Baba and what make you bow down to Baba. I want to know that. He said, okay. You know the globe? This is exactly Sukong discussion, talking with me. Do you know globe? I say, yes, I know globe. Do you know sun? I say, I know sun. You know star, moon, planets? I say, yes. He said, listen carefully now. He is the one who create all of them. He is the owner of all of them. Now, a man like me started thinking, what is he talking about? He said, without him, nothing exists. I said, okay, fine. So, what about us? He created you also. He created me also. Without him, I am nothing. So, I don't straight away take whatever he said. Our room was in South 3, behind there. Our room is South 3, D4. That is our room. So the next day, Sukong told me, Danesh, I'm not going for darshan. I said, why? He said, last night we just arrived here, I'm very tired. So he told everyone, tell his student, you people go for darshan. So I said, Sukong, nobody accompany you. He said, okay, you sit down with me here. So everybody went for darshan and I'm only the one sit with him. Now, that day, when Swami come into Sai Kulwant Hall, the music start. I know many of you know during that time. Whenever Swami come in, the music start. So, I hear the music, but I didn't understand what is the purpose of the music. I don't know anything. So, he just kept quiet. And believe me, I'm telling you the truth. When his student went, I closed the door. So only me and Sukong inside. Few seconds after the music start, the door opened by itself. The door of our room, it's open by itself. I look at the door, I say nobody. I don't see anyone. Sukong look at the door for about 30 seconds. He just look at the door. And after 30 seconds, the door closed again. I don't understand that phenomena, to be honest with you. Sukong looked at me. You saw? I said, so what? There's nobody there. I didn't say anything. He said, Baba just now come give us darshan. I said, I didn't see Sukong. He said, he come here to give us darshan. I got goosebumps, to be honest with you. I said, okay, fine. So, since then, my relationship with Sukong become like a father and son. We joke a lot, we laugh a lot, we really enjoy our relationship, you know. So one day I asked Sukong, you're so powerful. You're very powerful. You can do everything. Why you have to follow Swami? Why? I mean, I know the capacity of Sukong because once I bought a house and he told me, wait, don't stay in that house. Let me check for you. And the following week, he told me, Danesh, sell the house. I said, why, Sukong? Because that's my dream house. He said, I went to meet Kuan Im. And Kuan Im told me, tell Danesh to sell the house. So, if a human can go and meet Devi Kuan Im, what is his capacity? So, I said to Sukong, you're so powerful. Why? You have to go down to Baba. So this is his answer. I am nothing. I also need Swami. He is the only protector and the savior of the mankind. No one can save the mankind except Baba. Because Sukong always address Swami as a Baba. So I said, Sukong, do you think I also need Baba? Yes. You also need Baba. I said, okay, so what should I do? He said, nothing, you just wait. You will see everything. I said, okay, fine. Then he said, this is his message. Danesh, there is lots of work need to be done. You have to work for Baba. And everyone has to work for Baba. I said, okay, I'm a businessman, to be honest with you. And I said, why should I work for Baba? I mean, what Baba need from me? Anyway, so I went back to my room and I start scratching my head. I said, why Sukong always asking me to be with Baba? And why me? Why me? Because my brother and sister, there are thousands of people want to be with Sukong. Why me? I'm asking myself. So the next day I went to him. I said, Sukong, you have so many people. Why me? He said, my relation with you has started 500 years ago. Wow. I said, okay. Where were we? He said, we were in Persia. Okay. And you know what? He said, my relationship with Swami started 5,000 years ago. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. But he said, Danesh, please become vegetarian. In very subtle words, by saying, Danesh, you know what? I become close to those people who doesn't eat meat. He said that to me 3 times. I understand. He doesn't want me to eat meat. Because those days I eat. Within a week, I turned to become vegetarian. So, I said to him, all right, if that's the way you want, I'll follow you slowly, He said, this monastery, I also buy because of Baba. I said, tell me the story. He said, in 1967, I was meditate and there was somebody whisper in my ear, buy this place. And that time, the cost to buy that place was $500,000 Indonesian money, which is more or less about, now we can say $50. I'm talking about 1967. So he said, it was Baba who told me to buy. But I told Baba, I don't have money. And I said, how do you know Baba? It was 1967. No, you only know Baba 1989. He said, yes, I believe it was Baba who told me. And I said that time, I don't have money. And Baba said, don't worry, I will send you the money. True enough, the next day, one man came and bring money to him. Sukong, I made a lot of business, I want to donate. And with that money, he bought. So he said, if Baba can take care of every single thing, why? You have to question yourself. Still, to be honest with you, I enjoy my relationship with Sukong. Why? I'm not being selfish, because whenever I'm in problem, whatever came into my life, I just go to him and he give me solution. It's like a father, I'm like a child, go to my father and tell father, look, I'm having this problem. Then he said, okay, all right. You sit down, you pray, don't worry. I bought that time a car of BMW in 1997. He told me after a few days, sell it. I said, why? He said, if you don't sell it, you're going to meet with an accident. I said, what are you talking? It's my dream car. He said, sell it. I didn't listen to him. True enough, after a few days, I met with an accident. Immediately, I said, whatever you said, I'm going to follow. But wait, about Baba, give me some time. So, now, I'm going to share with you the story of 2001, where a year before he left his body, before he took his Mahasamadhi. So, it was 2nd May 2001, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I sit down with him. He sit on the chair, I sit on the floor. And all of a sudden, out of blue, he touched my head like this. He do like this to me. And then he said, today is your birthday, no? I said, yes, Sukong. Then he said, okay. What do you want? I said, what do I want, Sukong? Whenever I want anything, I come to you. He said, Danesh, today you ask me whatever you want. I said, what to ask from you, Sukong? He said, whatever you want today, I will give you. I said, whatever I want? He said, whatever you want, I will give you. Just tell me what you want. I said, Sukong, why are you talking like this? And, I was shivering, to be honest with you. He said, today, whatever you want, I will give you. Just ask me what you want. And I said, Sukong, please, what happened? Why are you talking like this? And he said, my time has come. I have to go. I said, where you have to go? He said, I have to go back. I said, wait, Sukong. You mean to say you're going to leave me? He said, I have to. I said, no, you cannot go. You cannot go. He said, my brother has come. I said, who's your brother? And I'm telling you this in front of everyone. Swami, you are my witness. He said, last night my brother has come and told me, be prepared, you have to go home. I said, who is your brother? He said, Nacha. Now, I don't know how many of you knows Nacha, but I know who's this Nacha. Nacha is one of the god in Chinese people, I said, Sukong, you cannot go. You cannot leave me. He said, don't worry. My blessing is always with you. I said, where do I go? If you go, where do I go, Sukong? And this is what he told me. He said, Danesh, you don't worry. This is exactly his word. Danesh, you don't worry. Baba is there. Baba is with you. He loves you much more than I love you. I said, no, Sukong, I don't want to listen anything. You don't go. He said, don't worry, Baba will take care of you. I said, nothing do, you can't leave me. I said, if I'm in problem, I come to you. Now if you're no more, if I'm in problem, where do I go? He said, if you ever be in problem, go only to one place. That is Prasanthi Nilayam. I said, Sukong, you have told me story about Baba, but still, I don't know much. He said, time has come. He said like this, Baba is only the savior of all of us. Hardly of people understand how much Baba has done for all of us. Hardly people knows about it. I want you to understand, Danesh, because I want you to work for Baba. There's so much work need to be done. And you have to give your time for Baba. And I tell you something, Danesh. Never leave Baba. No matter what happened in your life, never leave Baba. I said, what's going to happen to me? What's going to happen to me? He said, there are two people is coming to your life. And those two people is going to shake you up. And because of that two people, your faith towards Baba will be shaken up. But I'm telling you something, never let anyone take you away from Baba. Never let anyone take you away from Baba. Or never let anyone do in anything that make you leave Baba. I said, no, what you want me to do? He said, please, you work for Baba because he is the ultimate. Even I work for Baba in many ways. I said, I couldn't hold myself. I said, okay, you want me to follow Baba? Fine. I'll follow. Whatever you tell me to do, I'll do. I'll do anything for you, Sukong. I'll do anything for you. So, true enough, 18 April 2002, he passed away. But 15 April 2002, I met with a very big accident. So 15 April 2002, I met with a very big accident. And 3 days after that, Sukong left his body. He took his Mahasamadhi. And I was saved from the very big accident. But before he closed his eyes, on 18 April 2002, he looked at me. He couldn't talk. He was panting. He looked at me. And he said, like he tried to tell me, do what I tell you. Do what I tell you. After that, he left. One of the devotee, I don't know what the devotee's name, went to Swami here and tell Swami, the Buddhist monk from Indonesia is no more. And Swami said, I know, he is with me now. He is a very humble but very powerful monk. So, my dear Sai family, I was shaken up because Sukong is no more. If you want to call me selfish, you can call me selfish, but that's the time I start my journey with Swami, 2002. I come here more often. I start join Sai organization in Indonesia, and I dedicate my time, my life only for Swami's work because I want to make Sukong happy and I want to be loved by Swami. And throughout so many years, although I couldn't get what I want from Swami, because the way Sukong pamper me, I wish Swami pamper me at the same way, but I couldn't get that. But maybe there's some karmas I have to pass, I have to settle. I still be with Swami's fold. I work, and true enough, whatever I want from Swami, he fulfilled in the year 2008 in this room. He called 280 people from Indonesia, and there he showered his love on me. Since then, I say, Swami, I'm yours, and I'll do anything for you. So, my dear Sai family, for me, what Sukong said is absolutely true. Until last year, what he said about these two persons coming into my life, it never happened. But last year, it's happened. Those two people completely bring me down. And normally, if anything happened, we can run to Puttaparthi. But last year, nobody can travel. I wish to go to Puttaparthi, but everything is closed due to pandemic. And I was really shaken up. I also not feeling ashamed to share with all of you. I went to depressed. I screamed to Swami, why you allow this to happen? Swami, you remember, I come to you and I said, Swami, why I get such a kind of treatment? I want some food. I couldn't get. The person doesn't want to give me. On the other side, Swami tell us, do Shaiva. But I said, Swami, why should I get this treatment? And I said, Swami, please open Prasanthi Nilayam as soon as possible because I want to come to you. Sukong tell me, if anything happened, I couldn't take it, go to Prasanthi. Now, Swami, I want to come to you. Please open Prasanthi Nilayam. And true enough, he brought all of us together here. And believe me, since the time I bought my ticket for Prasanthi Nilayam, everything changed in my life. I become very good back again, like how I used to be. And the minute I put my foot in Prasanthi Nilayam, I promise you, Swami is my witness, everything back to normal. Now, many of my brother and sister outside told me, we don't have to go to Prasanthi now. We don't have to go to Prasanthi. No, Baba is everywhere. Why do we have to go to Prasanthi? Now I want to ask all of them, Swami make Prasanthi Nilayam is for himself? Is Swami make Prasanthi Nilayam for himself? Does Swami need Prasanthi Nilayam? No. Swami doesn't need Prasanthi Nilayam. Swami make Prasanthi Nilayam for all of us to give his love. Even though we could not see him physically, he is very much with us and he still gives us love every second. I am the witness. I am the one who knows how much Swami pampered me these last 3 weeks. Otherwise, I would have gone. Swami, you are my witness. I would have gone. So I want to tell everyone who outside and say, no need to go Prasanthi Nilayam. Please don't say that. Are you trying to say that you know more than Swami? We need Prasanthi Nilayam. This is our ultimate home. The Muslim go to Mecca. The Christian go to Jerusalem. Buddhist people go to Lumbini. Where Sai family should go? Only one place, Prasanthi Nilayam. Because Swami make this not for him. This is our ultimate home. And if we don't realize now, we are too late and there's no time. And if we regret tomorrow, don't blame Swami. Don't blame Swami. Swami has proven us, those who has a lot of money, multi-billionaire, couldn't save themselves during pandemic. But till today, Swami saved us. Swami saved our family. Not only that, he brings us back to Prasanthi Nilayam. So what is our duty now? Our duty now, what is our duty now? Is to take Prasanthi Nilayam to the next level. To take Prasanthi Nilayam to the higher level. Because not very far from today, when people come to Prasanthi Nilayam, there is no place for human being to walk. Millions of people will come to Prasanthi Nilayam. I can tell you one example. During Shirdi time, everybody can go to Shirdi. Now try to go to Shirdi. You have to queue minimum 2-3 hours to reach. And even though you reach, you have to stand from far. But let me tell you, my brother, sister, not very far from today, if you can enter Sai Kulwant Hall, you are very lucky. Because only the lucky one can come here. So while we have time, let us don't underestimate Swami's love. Don't think we are more clever than Swami. Swami has made this place for all of us. And we need this place. We have to take care of this place because this is our ultimate home. Whatever said and done, this is Swami's made for us. I'm sorry I take a lot of your time, but I just want to share all of this. If a high soul like Sukong, who recognize the divinity of Swami, who I as a normal human being cannot see, only can see Sukong is very powerful, yet he bowed down to Swami, is enough for me to know. And I tell all of you, Swami is the ultimate, he is God, and only he can save us. Thank you. Om Sri Satya Sai Ram.
Thank you, Brother Danesh Watwani, for sharing your inspiring personal experiences with us. Indeed, we are truly blessed to be on this divine land. Swami, we pray that may you always keep us very close to this place. Our next program is a cultural offering by the devotees of Sri Lanka and Nepal. We will begin with two traditional dance offerings, the Telme and the Ves, by the devotees of Sri Lanka. These dances were performed to cure diseases. Telme is an ancient dance tradition from down south. Dressed in elaborate costumes resembling royalty, this energetic dance form uses fast rotations where the dancers dance to the beat of Telme drums. Ves is one of the oldest dance forms in the Kandyan dance tradition in Sri Lanka. It is one of the most important, unique, and renowned iconic dances in Sri Lanka, used in every ceremony held. This dance is performed to seek good health, wealth, and prosperity for all. This will be followed by a dance presentation by the Bal Vikas children and children of Sri Satya Sai Bal Seva Ashram from Bharatpur, Nepal. The dance is based on a national song of Nepal, and the lyrics of the song is in praise of God, who gifted the Nepali people unparalleled natural beauty in the form of perennial rivers and towering snow-clad Himalayas. This dance highlights the cultural diversity of Nepal, hailing Mother and Motherland as most dearest to humanity. The two-day Buddha Poornima celebration will conclude with global Bhajans, followed by Bhagwan's Divya Darshan. We thank you, Swami, for bringing us here, and we pray that may we all always come back here very soon. Jai Sai Ram.
भजो गणनायक गजवदना भजो गणनायक गजवदना मंगलदायक शुभचरणा मंगलदायक शुभचरणा भजो गणनायक गजवदना सिद्धिविनायक शिवनंदना सिद्धिविनायक शिवनंदना आनंददायक चितचंदना आनंददायक चितचंदना बुद्धिप्रदायक जगवंदना बुद्धिप्रदायक जगवंदना भजो गणनायक गजवदना मंगलदायक शुभचरणा भजो गणनायक गजवदना सिद्धिविनायक शिवनंदना आनंददायक शिवचंदना बुद्धिप्रदायक जगवंदना बुद्धिप्रदायक जगवंदना बोलो गोपाल बोलो गोविंद बोलो गोपाल बोलो राम नाम बोलो हरि नाम बोलो राम नाम बोलो हरि नाम बोलो अल्लाह साईं यीशु नानक अल्लाह साईं यीशु नानक जोराष्ट्र महावीर बुद्ध नाम बोलो जोराष्ट्र महावीर बुद्ध नाम बोलो ये नाम सारे हैं जीवन सहारे ये नाम सारे हैं जीवन सहारे परमानंद के ये खुलते हैं द्वारे परमानंद के ये खुलते हैं द्वारे जो नाम चाहो वो नाम बोलो जो नाम चाहो वो नाम बोलो प्रेम से बोलो भाव से बोलो प्रेम से बोलो भाव से बोलो गोविंद बोलो गोपाल बोलो राम नाम बोलो हरि नाम बोलो अल्लाह साईं यीशु नानक जोराष्ट्र महावीर बुद्ध नाम बोलो ये नाम सारे हैं जीवन सहारे परमानंद के ये खोलते हैं द्वारे जो नाम चाहो वो नाम बोलो स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक बल्कि महेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपति स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपति आश्रित कल्पलतीका आश्रित कल्पलतीका आपद बांधवा ओम जय जगदीश हरि पिता गुरुदेवम मरियन्तयुनीवे स्वामी मरियन्तयुनीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्र शरणं ओम जय जगदीश हरि आरलोकवजस्वियो साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल आरती अंदुकु मंगल आरती अंदुकु मंदर गिरिधार ओम जय जगदीश हरि नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय
साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ 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 साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि